Have you ever bought a wine because the label looked classy and ended up pouring it down the sink? You're not alone. Welcome to Toast to Wine, where wine knowledge meets real-world simplicity. Wine labels can feel like they're written in code. Fancy fonts, foreign terms, phrases like reserve or old vines. And none of it tells you if you'll actually like the wine. This is episode 2 of the Supermarket Wine Survival Guide, and today we're breaking down the wine label so you can buy with confidence. Stick around because later in the video, I'll reveal a legal term you can look for that almost always points to higher quality in the same price range. And by the way, if you want to see the complete Supermarket Wine Survival Guide series, click the card in the upper right of your screen, or you can access the series at the end of this video. The front label is marketing. It is made to catch your eye, not educate you. You'll often see the following. The brand name, like Josh, Apothic, or La Crema are some examples. The grape variety. Examples like Cabernet Sauvignon, Chardonnay, Pinot Noir. And sometimes you will see a region or creative name. But here's the catch. In the United States, terms like reserve or old vines are not regulated. They might mean something. Or honestly, they might just sound fancy. In contrast, in countries like Spain or Italy, those terms are often protected by law and actually indicate aging or vine age. So, context really does matter. Have you ever bought a reserve wine that didn't live up to the name? Let us know in the comments. Flip the bottle because the back label holds the real clues. This is where you'll usually find the useful stuff. Look for things like tasting notes. Words like berry, vanilla, crisp, or oaky will give you a rough idea of what the wine might taste like. Suggested pairings noted on the bottle can be super helpful. If it says great with steak, it's probably full-bodied. If it says perfect with seafood, you should expect something lighter. And sweetness indicators. Occasionally, you'll see off-dry or semi-sweet, especially on whites like Riesling or Moscato. But not all labels give this information, so don't rely on it completely. Also, don't be fooled by poetic filler like crafted with passion and care. It sounds nice, but honestly tells you nothing about the wine. What's the weirdest or most confusing label phrase you've come across? Drop it below and we'll decode it. So, what does the region actually tell you? Regional names can be super helpful once you get the basics down. Here is a quick cheat sheet for you. California wines. These wines are typically ripe and fruit-forward. If you see France on the label, like Bordeaux or Burgundy, you're probably in for something a bit more earthy and nuanced. Wines from Argentina or Chile, they're often a great value, especially when it comes to reds. And New Zealand is famous for crisp, aromatic whites like Sauvignon Blanc. Now, if the bottle just says American wine, that means the grapes can come from anywhere in the United States, and the wine is likely a mass-market blend. That's not always a bad thing, but it does lack the specificity of a labeled AVA, or American Viticultural Area. Okay, here's the bonus I promised you earlier. Look for the words estate bottled. This is a legally protected term in the United States that means the winery grew the grapes, made the wine, and bottled it all on the same property. All within a designated region. That level of control usually translates to better consistency and, honestly, often better wine, even in the $12 to $18 range. Wine labels really don't have to be a mystery. Just ignore the marketing noise, flip the bottle, and learn a few region names. And hey, when in doubt, look for estate bottled on the label. Next up in this video series, we're diving into budget wines, including what to look for and what traps to avoid when you're shopping in that $8 to $18 range. What's your favorite affordable wine right now? Share it in the comments. Your pick just might help someone else. If this second video in the Supermarket Wine Survival Guide was helpful, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one all about how to buy wine on a budget. Click the card in the upper right of your screen now to access the complete Supermarket Wine Survival Guide series. Stick with Toast to Wine for more simple and enjoyable wine tips. Cheers to reading between the lines and finding better wine because of it. See you in the next video. Toast to wine.